Well, good morning, folks. She's slightly chilly this morning. -8 degrees feels like -23. Cold enough to freeze the mustache this morning. Then there's the bronc. He's hard to stick on. He'll buck you off. This big dude here. Tire was a little low this morning, so gotta throw some air in before we head off. Good morning, fellas. Staying warm out here. Need to do a little something different than have these old hog panels here, but this used to be a stack yard right in here. We just haven't got around to revamping everything. One good thing about it being bitter cold lately is it's got these low meadows a little more firmed up, so I can go out a little further and get a nice clean spot to feed these calves. Said it a million times, you'd think these calves would learn to just get single file back behind the old lunch line here. It's actually so cold that it's shutting down my camera. It's saying the battery's low, but it's just so bitter cold the dang thing's shutting off. Well, we got these fellas fed. Got a couple more loads to feed, and then we'll put out some hay probably and go from there. It's not the prettiest gate, but it works. You just never know when you're gonna find some of these darts. This would have been from the summer. It's broken, obviously, but alrighty, time to load up for the bred heifers. Lately I've been walking through these bred heifers so they kind of get more used to me before calving, but not today. Too cold for that. Well, it's warmed up a little bit. We're now at 4 degrees and feels like -13, so quite the heat wave. Now we're gonna load up feed for these gals. These are the cows we moved home the other day, if you watched my last video. Remember guys, if you enjoy this type of content and want to help me out, be sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. the gals over there all lined up eating. Like I said, those are the cows we brought home the other day. Gotta flip the water on, it turns their water on over there. Alrighty, now we're gonna go move some bunks around. We've got some water troubles where the bred heifers are. The bred heifers are walking across ice to get to the water. So I want to get them moved out of there so they don't slip and fall on the ice and lose a calf. So we're gonna go move some bunks around in another pen and get it set up so we can move them in there so they don't have to fight the ice. Gonna throw about 10 bunks in here. Should be plenty of bunk space for the gals. And start moving the old gals over here. Well, it isn't a warm day, that's for sure, but the wind actually isn't blowing, so it's not completely miserable, at least. Well, this isn't where we're having water issues, but looks like the water got higher than the float and the float stuck down, so gotta get this chopped out so it ain't overflowing all night. As you can see, there's water starting around here. As you guys can see, that water, that's our water problem. It's overflowing, now it's ice, and we don't want heifers slipping on that, losing a calf, so getting them out of there. Let's get out of here. They are starting to get a little more calm as I walk around them. You know, I was down here the other day and I thought this was all snow built up in here, but it's mainly just blow sand. That whole thing. Come on, ladies, we don't want you slipping and sliding on the ice, so let's head to the next pen here. Come on, girls. As you can see, here's the reason we're getting them out of here. Yes, need something? Just fighting over ice to get to water, so time to get them out. For some reason, this float is not stopping, so she's just been overflowing, building up ice. So here we are. Easy, girls. Nobody go falling around here. Well, we got the old gals moved in here. You know, took them a while to find a gate because heifers are smart, you know. Now we just gotta put out a handful of bales for the cows and call her a day. do you think, ladies? Just gonna sneak in here and pick up some of this net wrap. Net wrap is handy when you're bailing, but man, it becomes a pain. Well, that's all for today, folks. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing. I'd sure appreciate it.